Welcome to Everbank Stadium, football fans in Jacksonville, Florida. Today, we're ready for an entertaining battle. It's the New York Jets and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Cam Little out for the opening kick. And we're off from Jacksonville. On the return, here comes Kene Wangu. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So the Jets take the field for their first drive. They're led out by a respected veteran now in year 15 here in the NFL, Teron Taylor.
Don't think for a second, Kate, he hasn't heard the noise. Read the comments from the keyboard warriors who say they just want somebody else leading this team. But let me let you in on a little secret. Those criticisms, they can fuel quarterbacks. Make that chip on the shoulder even bigger to prove people wrong and to show I really do belong in this league.
First down, play action. Now here he goes. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Jets first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They go play action on first down. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes again.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing, Taylor. Rolling left, buying some time. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Takes the handoff. Now to throw. Complete out to the right. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Motion the tight end over. Throwing now off the play action. And he can't escape. Jaguars all over him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin. Because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Running back sent in motion. From the gun on 3rd down. Taylor hit and the ball is loose. And they scoop it up. Time to push for the line. All right, so in the end, it's a play for no gain, Brock, although we did have plenty of excitement along the way. So on 4th down, here comes Nick Folk to attempt this for the Jets. From the right hash, 55 yards out. Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
Well, once you get out beyond 50 yards, everything in the process has got to be perfect. It's a good effort, but it's going to wind up off the mark.
Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. They go play action. Lawrence. He puts some juice on it deep. His first throw is an interception. Picked off by Malachi Moore. And the Jets bring the interception back beyond the 40 before the tackle is made. What a call for their first pass of the game. It would have been a big hitter if they completed it, Brock, but just not the right touch on that football, and it ends with an interception.
You could just tell these cover guys, they've been waiting for their first chance to go get some work done in this one. They did their homework, number one. And number two, Kate, as Russell Wilson loves to say, the separation was in the preparation.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Brees Hall on the ground for the first time. He's got him about 2. It's 2nd down now.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. To the air, Taylor. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
He's going to run for it.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
Now on 4th down, here's Austin McNamara out to punt for the Jets. Parker Washington to return this for the Jags. Second drive coming up for the Jacksonville offense. And as they take the field, Brock, they got to be thankful that interception didn't cost them. Still scoreless here.
I like how you say they. I think the quarterback in particular,
Yep.
right, loves a chance to have in golf a breakfast ball or a mulligan, another opportunity to flush that first drive away.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. That's Harrison Phillips there for the stop.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Etienne again. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
1st and 10 now from the 46. On play action now, Lawrence. Pass brought in by Parker Washington. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. That play good for 17 and a first down.
That's another Jaguars First down. First and 10 at the 20.
Well, that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
Here's Etienne on first down. He's only able to get back to the line. It's going to be second down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
At the Jets' 29-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Now Lawrence. Here comes the screen for Etienne. Makes the tackle. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
To this day, I can still see the faces of the big guys in the huddle. When you call a screen like that, instead of them just getting knocked backwards, they get to be salesmen. They get to push those linemen downfield and then tee off and go hit somebody like they did right there.
Motioning Myers right. Inside handoff goes to Etienne. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's second and 10. Receiver in motion, going left. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Gets this one to Myers. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take a 6-0 lead in the first quarter. So he finds his man in space, and then the wideout takes advantage. Nice finish there to take it in for 6.
Yeah, no question about it. We know points are always a premium in this league, and this really becomes a 3 to 4 point play. Right, when you don't have to settle for field goals, you could throw it underneath and your receivers do that much damage in the open field and score a touchdown. That's big time.
Cam Little to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Jets, nothing. Cam Little.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Wangu now to return. Escapes the defender. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now here comes the New York offense. And come off 3 and out, Brock. They really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. Jets getting ready for this first and 10. On the counter, Hall. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9. They go right back to Hall. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
3rd down from the gun. That's the line he's going to run for it. And the defense was ready. They got him at the line.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Here comes the punting unit for the Jets. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Begins his return at the 16. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Now the Jaguars offense ready to take over once more. And their goal is going to be doubling that 7-0 lead they have so far. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's ETN to begin the drive. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
At the 26-yard line.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Defense is too much here. The Jets drag him down. And that's going to add some distance onto this upcoming 3rd down.
Flat out a tremendous call. Perfect timing to blitz the corner, and the result proves it. There was barely time for the QB to set himself up to throw, let alone look downfield for a target before he was absolutely decked by somebody who I think enjoyed that chance to rush the passer.
Will this drive continue? Here comes 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Well, 3rd and 15, you don't see many of those picked up, partner, but they found a way.
The Jaguars, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
You know, Kay, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Lawrence working from the gun. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that makes it 3rd down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Running back sent in motion left. Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
They send a receiver in motion right. On 4th down, here's Lawrence. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Taylor. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Unable to find Adonai Mitchell with that one. And it sets up 2nd down.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Now he'll throw off the play fake. The Jaguars are there. He's hauled down. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
This defense could not make a bigger statement out of the gate with this game. Man, the lead up to a ball game, trash talk. Right things said in the paper, bulletin board material, whatever it is. This defense took something personal, Kate, and they are taking it out on this quarterback.
So a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile. 3rd and long for him here. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Even on 3rd and long, he still couldn't bring himself to force a throw right there, and that's okay. As coordinators will like to say, every drive that ends with a kick we can live with. Don't put the ball in harm's way.
Austin McNamara on now to punt. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. Out now runs the Jaguars offense. And after they were stopped on 4th down, their prior possession, Brock, you got to wonder if they're going to be confident enough to go for it again if they get to that point here. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Heward, who've got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Receiver in motion. He's headed right. Lawrence looking to throw. Jets bringing pressure, and they got him. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
Jets into the nickel, 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Got him again, and he goes down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Boy, this defensive crew is locked in that O-line's head. They are a-spinning. Back-to-back sacks has this offense on skates. And those blockers can't figure out where this rush is coming from next.
On 4th down, it's Logan Cook on for the Jaguars to punt it away. And he gets it away from his end zone. And he makes the fair catch inside the 45. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Hall. Jukes away from one. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Going to the ground again on first. Nothing doing on the outside there. No gain on the run. That's going to bring up second down. And that is the end of our first quarter. 7-0 is our score. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Time for the second quarter of play. It's Jets football. They have second and pretty long here. Taylor now. He's going to tuck it and run.
You know, sometimes, Kate, that pocket could be a lonely place. You're searching and searching for an escape valve, and there's none to be had. That's had nowhere to go, and he was lucky to get back to the line before the defense swarmed him.
Third down, and they need to get 10. And motion a receiver left. They'll throw, third and long. He's going to run for it. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
It's one of those situations, not much to be had there, no matter what he did with the ball. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win and a confidence builder for this defense.
Another punt coming up. Austin McNamara to again do the honors. Parker Washington waiting to receive. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes first and 10. Now Lawrence on the play fake. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
After the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Into the hands of his running back, ETN. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
Throw here, third down. Hits him downfield. This is Thomas. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down, and nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
He'll give this up the middle to ETN. Great decision to bounce this outside block. Gets him about 8 yards on the run. It's second down. The rookie from Miami, they're on the stop.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes second and 1. They go right back to ETN. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next third down coming.
All set to go now from the 35. Throwing on first down, and Lawrence finds him on the crossing route. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Dump off caught by his man. And this one does not go far.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. One of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
First carry now, this is Baysha Tootin. He finds a little opening, but not much. Picked up about 4 on 2nd down.
When you don't have great success on 1st down, Kate, it's a little bit like a hitter in baseball falling behind in the count. And all you want to do as a hitter is get back to a fighting chance. Give yourself a better count. That play, well, it does the same here. Now a much more manageable and opportune 3rd down situation.
3rd down, Lawrence to throw. Got his man, Thomas has it. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
I know I could sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. ETN takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharpier in the 1st half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
On is Little for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars double their lead to 14.
14. Jets, nothing.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's Isaiah Davis on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Jets offense now set to take over. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. First call here coming from the shotgun. They start the drive with Hall. And a coward play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, Taylor. Locates Adonai Mitchell. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
A give left side for Hall. Rolling into enemy territory. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26.
Best run games in this league at balance. Can run it inside, and as they just showed right there, doing damage on the outside.
First down now, ball at the 33. Here's Hall once more. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schlereth, two-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
QB keeps a second down option. And they aren't going to like this. They went to the zone read, and it winds up losing them 3 yards. Maybe the wrong read on the option there, Brock, but it kind of looked like the defense had both reads picked up pretty well there.
I'd agree with you, because the option, you're trying to option off of one defender, like a 2-on-1.
Yeah.
That time, well, the defense was all over it. Tremendous pursuit to knock him backwards.
They'll air it out on third. Escapes out to the left. And that's a touchdown, at least for the moment, Brock. But there's a flag out there. I think that they might wipe this one away.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
You don't get too many plays of that size in a game, and that flag takes away one of them. This is Nick Folk on for the Jets field goal. This a 54-yarder. Distance is good, but not the accuracy. He just missed it left. And that's going to keep the difference at 14 points.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The Jaguars send running back Travis Etienne trotting back out to the field. They're up 2 touchdowns and could make it a 3-score game here. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Off the play action, it's Lawrence. Hits him on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They'll gain 11 on that play, and the Jaguars have a first down. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Now a carry by Etienne, and he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on second. This is Etienne. And he's going to be bottled out just a few yards into that second down run.
You know, this is an offense that will emphasize the ground game at different points of each and every contest. And as long as they can reliably get gains like this, it's not going to change anytime soon.
Third and just 2 to go. They'll run here, Etienne. And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. Pick up a 5 on that play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love third down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball. But a third down run for a first down could be so demoralizing to that defense.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Quincy Williams making the tackle.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And the Jaguars have a first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Taps it quick to the receiver coming across. Defense wise to that call there. Receiver wrapped up for no gain. Third down coming up.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Putting a receiver in motion. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Leading 4 here on third down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. Back to the air, Lawrence. So this one on the defense.
That's interference. Defense.
Well, the pass interference might have prevented the touchdown there, but it gives this offense the yards and a great chance to punch it in anyway. So now then, after the penalty, this is 1st and goal. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. So much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Well, you can see he gets the ball and he sees the defender waiting for him right on the edge. And at that point, dead on arrival. A good effort on his part to at least get back to the line of scrimmage.
Another chance at it on 2nd and goal, still from the 5. Lawrence working from the gun. And this one hurts. Had a touchdown in his hands, but he couldn't hold on. 3rd down coming up.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
They've held him out twice. Chance at another stop here. 3rd and goal. Lawrence to throw it. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Facing 4th down, the Jags electing to send out Cam Little for this field goal try. A very short kick here from the right half. Little knocks it through. And that one was beautifully struck. It goes right down the middle.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Mongu now to return. He's brought down to end that run back, and we have reached our 2-minute warning. So that's our 2-minute warning, Brock. 1:57 left on the scoreboard. Hang with us. More football coming up from Everbank. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Here's Taylor. On the slant, complete to Johnson. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Taylor to throw. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. He's got it inside the 25. It's a huge pickup on the play. And that's That's good for a Jets first down.
That's good for
The
a
analytics
Jets
are pretty clear.
first down.
It's hard to move the ball in this league with
play.
short little dinks and dunks.
First
You've
down,
got to get the
New York.
explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Taylor. He gets it again to Mitchell. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Offense is set. This is 2nd and 2. They are throwing it again. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he is on 3rd and short. Flush out now to his left. This gets the 1st and more. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Jets chop some of the lead off before the half.
Hey, Kate, that play, I don't think it started out as a touchdown run. I think he was thinking first down, but all of a sudden, a little bit of space opened up, those afterburners kicked in, and he made himself and his team a phenomenal play.
Nick Folk now for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jets cut the lead down to 10.
Jaguars 17, Jets 7.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. LaQuint Allen to return this. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. The Jaguars headed out on offense late in this first half. And with that 2-score lead, partner, they've got the option here. You can sit on it, or they could try something really aggressive. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. On play action now, Lawrence. It's money in route. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And what a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Lawrence with it on first. Here comes the screen for Etienne. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
At the 47-yard line.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Lawrence throwing here. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining. Well, he already has himself 1 interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when 1 pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on and on.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And their 4th sack of the game, Brock, brings brings up 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
So a 2-score game here at the break. Some work to be done as we get ready for the EA Sports Halftime Report with Scott Hansen. Scott?
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
As always, big thanks to our guy Scott Hansen and everyone down in Orlando. We're back looking at a 2-score game here, Brock, as our third quarter gets underway. It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. This is Allen to return. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line. Jacksonville has its offense out there to start this third quarter. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. They'll start the second half with ETN. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Working now from the gun. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
Looking Myers, and he's got it. He's going to be at midfield now as he gets out of bounds.
A gain of 9 yards.
That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
ETN gets it on his own read. He's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Jaguars have a first down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Jarvis Brownlee there to make that play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Jets' 38-yard line.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Now Lawrence down the play fake. You know, it's great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. They've got a man in motion. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throw reeled in by Thomas. on him, short of that first down. They responded quickly to that throw. That brings up fourth down.
6 yards.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Little knocks it through, and that pushes the lead up to 13.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Cam Little to kick
All
off
set for the
the
kickoff.
Jaguars.
Little with the honors. Wangu now to return. He dodged the tackle. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Jets have their offense ready to go again. They got the job done there last time out. Still trailing by a lot, though, so they're going to need a repeat of that touchdown here. New York to the line. 1st and 10. Paul running between the tackles. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Taylor. And he can't escape. Jaguars all over him. It's the 5th time they've gotten there for a sack in this one, Brock. And they're going to try for number 6 on 3rd down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Third and long for him here. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
There was almost no resistance offered against a rush that came off the line ready to maul anything in sight. It was all the QB could do to get rid of that before he gets absolutely clobbered.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Escapes a defender. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Now the Jaguars getting set to go. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. On the ground to begin this drive with Etienne. And he has it right near midfield here. That's about a yard short. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's good for a Jaguars 1st down.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Here's Etienne on 1st down. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Back to the ground on 1st with Etienne. Fights his way through a tackle. And he only picked up about 3 yards there before they got to him. It's second down.
Out of bounds at the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
ETN again. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Offense is set. 1st and 10. Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. And he's going to be hauled down at the 2. That sets up 1st and goal.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. ETN. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now 2nd and goal.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Need hardly anything here. 2nd and inches. He gives to Allen out of the shotgun. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Lawrence on 3rd and goal. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars make it a 3-possession game. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. Well, this machine has been firing on all cylinders this game, partner. And it continues firing as that lead grows yet again.
And those who've tried to get in the way of that machine you're talking about, namely the defense, well, they've paid the price over and over and over again.
Lawrence lining the Jaguars up. They're going for 2.
The Jaguars will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try to run it in. He's almost there, but no, they stop him at the last moment. He's going to be just inches shy of that 2-point conversion. That came right up to the doorstep of success. Nice play, though, to make some contact and stop him a yard shy of the conversion.
Yeah, these defenders, they just want to get to that next play. After you give them a touchdown, even if it's not their fault, right? Snap and clear. And that hyper-focus and extra motivation led them to sniffing out that call and being able to react just in the nick of time.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Wangu now to return. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Jets out to begin another drive. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10. They put a receiver in motion right. They'll start this one out with Hall. Small gain there, maybe 3 if he's lucky to begin this drive.
Kevin Boyd on the stop. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. throwing now off the play action. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it's good for a New York first down. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
At the 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. They're going to run out of the pistol with Hall. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Second and 10 at the 44-yard line.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is second and 10. Motioning left is their running back. This time it's a passing play. Throw left side. Taylor has it. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Jets first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So they'll head up here first and 10 from the 34. Looking to throw, Taylor. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. First time this game they've looked to him. So second down coming up.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
To the air, Taylor. That's Mitchell on the slant. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it's good for a New York first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Offense getting set. Here's first and 10. Drawing up the design keeper. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Taylor now. Toward the side of the end zone, but that one's incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And it's third down now.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
All right, they need 7 here on third down on what is the 9th play of this drive. They'll throw, third and long. It's on target to Johnson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 7-yard gain. And the Jets first down. First and 10 at the 11.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
Here's Taylor to throw. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away. So he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks, well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. Second and 18 coming up. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Throw caught at the 6. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all
now, pressure coming. Another drop. The last two plays both should have been intercepted, but neither could be brought in. However, Brock, they do at least force this fourth down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
The kick by Folk is good. And they get a smidgen closer as it's down to 16.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. This is Allen to return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Now it's Lawrence. He can run it. And this one doesn't go far.
The positive of that effort, he didn't go backwards. Didn't have a negative play. If there was a negative, you didn't get a whole lot done with your legs. Got to be more efficient now on 2nd down.
At the 28-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Lawrence working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And they are going to have to face a 3rd down here, but only need a yard at most as this play picks up 7.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Lawrence here running the sneak. We're loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
They've got 1st down here from the 36. Motioning Myers right. 1st down throw, Lawrence. Lasers this one deep down the middle. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he will get it down to the 16-yard line.
A gain of 47 on the play. That's another Jaguars 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Now we give to ETN running right. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
Let's see, Kate, I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What are we going to call this other than simply splendid?
On is Little for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Jaguars stretch the lead to 23.
33. Jets 10. Cam Little.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. On the return, here comes Davis. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. Now here comes the New York offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. New set of downs for him from the 31. Go play action on first down. The Jaguars are there. He's hauled down. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Things already looking a good bit tougher here. It is 2nd and 17 after the sack. Taylor. That's caught. It's Brees Hall. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. So we're through 3 here. It's Jets football, and they're probably ready to just get this final quarter over with. Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Shotgun snap, a gift to Hall. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Here's Taylor. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the sack forces a now tougher 3rd down.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long. And on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
Offense looking to convert as they come up to the line. 3rd down. Now it's Taylor. Getting out to his left. And they can't connect on the 3rd down. Deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it. But it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down.
Kate, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. This is a heater going deep. This is caught inside the 15. And this is all the way to the 13-yard line.
It's a gain of
I try to remind you a time or two, Kate, that you always got to start your read from the secondary forward. You got to see what the safeties are doing. If you're going to throw a ball in the middle third, deep downfield like that, you have to have tremendous awareness of where those safeties were, and the QB just nailed it.
Looking inside the red zone. Drops back. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of second down.
Yeah, we hear about it all the time. A short memory, right? We hear about it with quarterbacks a lot, Kate, when they make a mistake. But it works the same way for a defense, a whole position group. You have got to flush that big play, come back and play the next play, and boy, did the defense do it there.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see. Here's 2nd and 19. Looking to throw here. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Well, this has been a tough series. Sacked on the first down play. Forced to throw it away right there. An awfully difficult third down now staring you in the face.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Here he goes, third and long. They'll set up the screen here for Hall. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, he'll still wind up being fourth down.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. First, second, third down, sometimes even fourth. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Desperation time here on fourth. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs.
You know, these fourth down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
The Jaguars send running back Travis Etienne trotting back out to the field. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Etienne to begin the drive. Up the sideline past the 25. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it. And that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. I love the call, Brock, but wrong situation there. The defense closes that sweep out behind the line.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Hits him on the in route. Decent gain here, but short of the first. Now after making that catch, we see he's shaken up. Trainer's heading out to take a look. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Inside handoff goes to Etienne. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
At the 45-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Jacksonville in punt formation. Logan Cook, the one to kick it away.
The Jets take over first.
The Jets back on offense, led out by Teron Taylor. And you may as well call him a constant headache that this defense has had to deal with all game long. I mean, they game plan to slow down his passing work, but it's been his rushes that have really broken the spirit of this unit. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Dive play straight ahead. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on 1st down.
I can safely say, Kate, that's exactly what you want offensively. Exactly what you want to do to get out of the shadow of your own goal line. Get a good push. Get a good gain. Get some positive yards. Job well done.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. From the gun, it's Hall. And he hauls this one up to the 11 before being stopped. He only finds a window for 2, but that's still enough for a first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Throwing, Taylor. That's caught. He finds Alan Lazard. And he'll get this up to the 19-yard line as he stopped.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Throwing now off the play action. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
You know, I love this, Kate, from an offense. Just philosophically, stretching that secondary out with your tight end. Even still, one of the deeper targets you're going to see him get. It's a shame they couldn't quite connect.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Here he is on 3rd and short. That's incomplete left side. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's 4th and short. We'll see if they go for it.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
They'll run for it with Hall. And this isn't going anywhere good. He's caught well behind that line of scrimmage, and they're getting him sent off after the turnover on downs.
Well, a blitz on 4th down's a gutsy call, but it can work against a pass or a run. Good luck running for the sticks when you got a whole defense crashing you right off the snap.
Jacksonville heading out there on offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. On play action now, Lawrence. Able to find Strange here. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. They'll run, Etienne. And he gets in, touchdown. The Jaguars keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. Far from the first time we've broken down one of his touchdowns in this game, partner. But, man, they seem to get more impressive every time.
And I don't care, Kate, if they're all 1-yard plungers, if you're up over 300 yards. A 4-touchdown game will forever live among your greatest career highlights. You can go several games without even scoring 1. So to get 4 in one contest, you'll never, ever forget it.
Honest Little for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Jaguars continue piling on to this lead.
40, Jets 10.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Wangu now to return. This makes it up to the 25. The Jets and Adonai Mitchell getting set for another look here. And he has kept his pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with these looks all game. New York to the line. 1st and 10. Here's Hall running his own read. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. I think we both sensed it as the play was developing, Brock. It didn't look like either guy wanted the football, and you can see why with how well it played out defensively.
Yeah, there's two looks as a quarterback you hate to see on your teammate's face. When you throw your receiver into coverage and he gets smacked, and then when you pitch it out to the running back and he gets the negative yards on his stat sheet, yeah, that's one the quarterback's got to rectify.
What are you doing, bro? To the air, Taylor. Finds the in route, complete. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that's good for a Jets first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On first down, here comes Hall. And a couple of teammates combining there for the stop after just 1 yard.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, Taylor. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. That's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. This is going to be incomplete. Great looking catch, but he lost track of that sideline and went out of bounds. We've got 4th down.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
Now, can't blame him looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on 4th down. They're going to try to throw for it. He connects downfield. This is going to make it down to the 24-yard line. One of their biggest plays of the game so far, and it comes on a 4th down gamble.
Well, that's sure one way to take the lid off a defense. Great work to find the biggest hole in the coverage. More importantly, go exploit it.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Hall takes it straight ahead. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
A momentary speed bump there on what has otherwise been a great drive. Here's 2nd and 11. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. They got a man open and beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They'll throw 3rd and long. He's going for it himself. And to the ground he goes, sliding to a stop well short here. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. 4th down, pass coming. This finds its target. That's Taylor. And they come through to stay on the field. That is enough to set this offense up with a 1st and goal.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step 1 towards the goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
Yeah, this has been flawless, really, from every side, Kate. In order to get to double-digit sacks, it requires a tremendous amount of work leading up to this game, but then ultimately the execution of everybody. This has been the acronym of team. Together, everyone achieves more, and more is 10 sacks.
Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for 2nd and goal. Putting the tight end in motion. Taylor now.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock. You know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm. Especially in a situation like that. It's a good thing he woke up to it. Able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
3rd and goal. The offense hoping something can finally go right here. Back now, pressure coming. Taylor hit and the ball was loose. But it looked like someone on the Jets got to it first, so the Jets hold on to the football. Well, they scrambled back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got 4th down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now, well, now they got to be special.
They're going to go for it here, trailing in the 4th. Here he goes. Gotta have this on 4th down. And a completion not in the cards on that 4th and goal. They passed on 3 points, and they'll wind up with none.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Lawrence now off the play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit, Kate. You got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't toned the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
Comes up empty on that one. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
The Jaguars into punt formation. Takes this in at the 25. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. They liked how that drive was going, but the ending and the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive with Hall. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8, 2nd down.
That is just a great drive starter. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice, and now a really manageable 2nd down.
After that little 8-yard scoot, here comes 2nd and 2. Here's Hall once more. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer. Throwing now out of the shotgun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down.
This is one of those moments that I am just at a loss for words. We just saw a record-tying 12th sack in this ball game. It really is on two sides of it. On one side of it offensively, well, this has been impossible to block these guys. But, Kate, I have got to celebrate what we're seeing defensively. Just the sixth team in the history of this game to notch 12 sacks in one ball game.
Desperation time here. Trying to push deep downfield. And he had it, but no, can't complete the process of the catch, and they wind up turning it over on downs.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
We've set it downs from 37. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
5 still to go here. This is second down. They're going to pass it here. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's down very close to that first, but looks like he is stopped just in time after a gain of 4.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
ETN on third down. And this one had no chance. Hit well behind that line. That brings up fourth down. So the Jaguars come away with the win in this one. And we didn't need to reach the closing stages of the game for this one to be over. They had things decided and fans heading for those exits well before the clock reached zeros here in the fourth. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Jaguars as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.